It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. So Alabama's offense comes onto the field first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete on the comeback. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Toner. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast, and it's so important today. Playing on the road in this kind of environment, you saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone.
Going to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some good yards. Nice play early in this football game.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. And we're even here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Orji. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's straight downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
Touchdown, Bama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
A nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They booted away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the catch. It's Toner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's when quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you...
Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Punch it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. Hard in the backfield. It's Toner. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick release by the QB. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. He'll do it himself. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
He's got it on the outside. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, first and 10. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Play action. Unleashes one deep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown tie. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 21 over Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incomplete.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throw.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Unloads quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Running into the open space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways. Getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Darisaw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Looking for a big gain. Makes the grab inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of...
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
Looking to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in this. Turning it on! Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought they were